From Divine Sister of the Light, Adrienne Elise, January 20th through 27th, 2025, Earth Rebirth, Supernova Astrology Update. We are entering into a potent time of shifting. Today the Sun moves into the sign of Aquarius, and tomorrow comes into conjunction with Pluto at 1 degree Aquarius. The Sun and Pluto together at 1 degree Aquarius speaks to a complete annihilation of who we thought we were. We must drop all that is false in order to move forward in the beautiful truth of a new age. Mercury is taking his turn in the T-square with Black Moon Lilith in Chiron. Mercury in Capricorn squares up with Chiron in Aries on January 21st. And with Black Moon Lilith in Libra on January 24th. Mars is coming into square to Black Moon Lilith with the sign of Cancer, and will come into square with Chiron at the beginning of February. Mercury in Capricorn will come into opposition with Mars in Cancer on January 24th, making a grand cardinal cross. We are at a fork in the road, and it's time to make a turn into something new. In order to do that, we must bring dark lies into the light of day. There is no true freedom without justice. Mercury is the last planet left in Capricorn, which has been inhabited by Pluto since 2008. Mercury will move over into the sign of Aquarius and conjunct Pluto on January 29th, just in time for the Aquarius new moon. The new moon happens on January 29th at 9 degrees 51 minutes of Aquarius and marks entry into the Chinese New Year, the Year of the Snake, which is celebrated this year on February 1st. Pluto will progress to 2 degrees Aquarius on January 30th. We sit on the edge of a new world. The Sun and the Moon will be in trine to Jupiter in Gemini, who is just about to turn direct on February 4th. Expect a huge expression of all that has been suppressed. It's time for our voice to be heard loud and clear. Venus is just completing her turn in the Jupiter square Saturn transit. Venus squared up with Jupiter in Gemini on the 15th and came up to conjunction with Saturn and Pisces on January 18th. Timed with the Sun's move into the sign of Aquarius, this is telling us that yes, this is the start of a brand new timeline, and the Divine Feminine is leading the way. Venus and Pisces will come into a sextile with Uranus and Taurus on January 27th, bringing an encouraging energy. We are taking back our power and sovereignty. Uranus, the ruler of Aquarius, is getting ready to turn direct on January 31st. It's all systems go on co-creating this new world. Venus goes on to conjunct up with Neptune on February 1st, a powerful message for Chinese New Year. It's time to jumpstart the new dream, which is the original dream. We are kicking out the reptilian programming and activating and containing our own Kundalini power within. We are graduating into our own autonomy. All false authoritarian structures must completely fall. Venus will come up to the north node of the moon on February 2nd. The nodes of the moon just moved into Pisces and Virgo on January 12th. This is the first of 3 passes that Venus will make over the north node during her retrograde. It's a new way forward, where we correct the wrongs of history and return the Divine Feminine to her rightful place in the story. Venus will be taking a retrograde in the signs of Aries and Pisces in March and April. Venus will enter retrograde shadow on January 28th at 24 degrees Pisces, with Mars still retrograde and another Mercury retrograde starting in March. We are about midway through a half year of intense retrograde journey. When Venus and Mars take a retrograde, it is an inner journey and a complete rethinking of the understanding of the sacred archetypes of the masculine and feminine. We celebrate this on January 26th, when Mars retrograde in Cancer comes into trine with Venus and Pisces. Our masculine is coming home to the great mother energy, and our feminine is taking her place on the throne of imagining a new world. Venus retrograde from Aries back into Pisces can only represent a full and total rebirth of the feminine, which is also a rebirth of our earth, an ascension on the Christ consciousness timeline. From AdrienneElise.com.